Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of COPS, When Plants Go Wild. Today we're going to be tracking and busting 4 distinct and crazy plants. These plants are out of control, and today we'll be taking them down. The Venus flytrap, spurge laurel, Titan arum, and crab's eye will be our focus for the day. The first criminal, the Venus flytrap, is a very interesting specimen. She's a cold-hearted murderer and lures a new victim every 10 days. Her given name is Dionea muscipula. She murders, traps, and eats insects and arachnids. Dionea is of the monotypic genus and is related to the water wheel plant and sundews, other murderers who have been shut down and imprisoned in recent years. Her by her rosette of 4 to 7 leaves from a short bulbous subterranean stem. She's a leaf blade with 2 regions, a flat harp-shaped petiole which photosynthesizes, and the trap which crushes her victims. The 3 hair-like projections on her upper surface of each lobe triggers the closing plant's leaves. It only closes if 2 of the hairs are contacted within 20 seconds or 1 has been contacted twice, so as to save energy and only chop objects of nutritional value. She distinguishes between living and non-living things, for example, raindrops, and these leaves can close in 1/10 of a second. The edges of the lobes have stiff, hair-like projections called cilia. These mesh together and prevent large prey from escaping the trap. Small prey can't escape because the nutrients and calories that would be obtained from them would be less than how much energy would be needed to digest them. The speed of closing of this fatal trap depends on different environmental factors and can also indicate the health of the plant. She gets her name from Venus, the goddess of love, because she lures her victims to her trap with her charm and good looks. She evolved from the ancestral sticky trap, Drosera, and can now consume larger bugs with more nutrients. When prey cannot escape, they move around more, stimulating the hairs and causing lobes to come together. This forms a makeshift stomach for the digestion. Digestion is then catalyzed by enzymes secreted by the glands in the lobes. After 10 days, she opens her trap again, awaiting her next victim. This freak of a plant most likely evolved because of poor soil nutrients. She's often found in nitrogen and phosphorus-poor environments. Though she is transplanted and grown around the world and may have a large introduced population, such as in Washington, she's only native to North and South Carolina and northern Florida.
There she is, I think I got her. Ah!
Hey, get off me!
Shut your trap, you just got busted.
Next, I'll be taking down the spurge laurel. This laurel has no saving qualities and is bad to the xylem. The spurge laurel is a shrub that ranges from around 0.5 to 1.5 meters and is of the Daphne genus. All parts of this plant are poisonous and it can be fatal. He lurks in alkaline soils and limestone areas. His sap also causes skin rashes. You'll know him by his thin, yellow-gray bark and alternate leaves. These poisonous leaves have a smooth, dark green and glossy upper side and a lighter underside. Look out for him in temperate, deciduous forest understories. He's a huge threat to many native forest ecosystems, and it's time to take him down. His days of poisoning and rash inflicting are over. He's found in much of Europe and extends all the way to Algeria, Morocco, and the Azores.
Hey you, don't try to leave.
Don't try to stop me, or I'll secrete some snap out of you.
Go ahead and try. You're going down, buddy. Consider this a spurge purge.
Our third subject is the Titan arum. Titan arum is endemic to western Sumatra, where it can be found growing in openings in forests or on limestone hills. While he looks like a pretty cool plant, you won't want to be near him because he smells of rotting flesh and bloom. As a result, he is characterized as a corpse flower and is associated with the genus Rafflesia, which like him are native to the forests of Sumatra. Using his odor, this flower manipulates unsuspecting carrion-eating beetles and flesh flies into pollinating himself. This guy goes even further with the smell. The tip of its spadix heats up to human body temperature, which is believed to volatilize its scent. The heat, in combination with its deep red spathe, a specialized leaf that sheathes his flower cluster, is also believed to add to the illusion that he is a piece of rotting meat, in order to trick those bugs into pollinating him. Chemical analyses have found that several compounds contribute to a Titan arum smell, including dimethyl trisulfide, like Limburger cheese, dimethyl disulfide, like garlic, trimethylamine, like rotting fish, isovaleric acid, like sweaty socks, benzyl alcohol, ironically a sweet floral scent, phenol, like chloroseptic, and indole, like mothballs. Titan Aram's smell isn't the only bad thing about it. In fact, his real name may be worse. Titan Aram was in fact a name given to him by Sir David Attenborough, who thought it was ridiculous to repeatedly say his real name in a documentary. Titan Aram's real name is Amorphophallus titanum. To break that down, in Greek, amorphos means without shape or misshapen. Phallus pertains to the current word phallus, which means penis. And I think you can guess that titanus pertains to titan, which in other words is giant or huge. So in essence, Titan Aram has his common name because Sir David Attenborough did not want to be recorded saying giant misshapen penis over and over in a documentary. Living up to his true name, Titan Aram is a plant with the largest unbranched inflorescence in the world, growing up to 3 meters. An inflorescence is basically the flower head of a plant, a group or cluster of flowers, and in Titan Aram's case, his inflorescence is a spadix, an inflorescence where there are small flowers attached to a fleshy stem, as well as what is considered his phallus. So yes, Titan Aram, in fact, has a 3-meter tall phallus.
Titan Aram, you're under arrest.
For what?
Because you have an obscene name, and because you smell.
But I didn't choose my name.
Doesn't matter.
I need my smell to stay alive.
Then you can go down.
Chad.
Our last culprit is the crab's eye. Her real name is Abris precatorius. She is a legume with long pinnate leafleted leaves and is a perennial climber that's found on trees and shrubs. Her native range is that of India, though she is effectively pantropic, as in found in all tropical regions of all major continents, due to her extreme invasiveness. At maturity, her deep roots make it hard to remove her. Above all, she is most dangerous for her brightly colored seeds. These seeds have been used as beads for jewelry or in percussion instruments. The seeds are not only spread by birds attracted to their color, but also contain abrin, one of the most toxic substances known to man. The lethal dose of abrin is estimated at 0.1 to 1 microgram per kilogram of body weight. To put that into perspective, the lethal dose of cyanide, which is used in executions, is roughly 1.5 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. Death can occur within 36 to 72 hours of ingestion. Iron itself is a molecule consisting of 2 protein subunits. The subunits work together to bring protein synthesis to a halt by infiltrating a cell, then inactivating a cell's ribosome. One abrin molecule can inactivate up to 1,500 ribosomes per second. Fortunately, due to their hard shells, ingestion of whole seeds may be inconsequential, though there have been reports of fatalities as a result of pinpricks when boring the seeds for jewelry. One may wonder why crab's eye seeds contain such unnecessarily potent toxins in them.
Oh look, it's crab's eye. He's not getting away with that.